Good morning guys, this is Katie and welcome to another weekly vlog. So of course it's Monday morning because it's the start of a weekly vlog. It is 7 o'clock, I'm at school today. It is another working week at school, but it's a slightly different week because we have parents' evening, so that's probably the only difference this week. It is a normal working week. This term is a bit weird because it's only like 5 weeks and then we have holiday, but pollution is much better in Bangkok today, so that makes me happy. I have only 2 lessons again because it's a Monday. ECA start back, so I've got dance later. I'm teaching dance later, so that's nice. But yeah, had a really nice weekend. Caught up on You, the TV program You, watched season 2. Oh my goodness. I wonder what, if anyone watches this vlog, if you watch You, does it make me a psychopath that I always want Joe to be safe? I always watch it and I want him to be okay. I don't want him to get caught. It's like Dexter. I'm kind of like, I was the same with Dexter as well. I never wanted the person to get caught. I don't know if that makes me a psychopath or not, but oh well. Anyway, it is Monday morning. I need to get my literacy books marked because next week we have something called book look, so they're going through all our books, and I just need to make sure all my books are ready for that. And I don't know how this week is going to go in the sense of being busy and stuff like that. I also need to print off some stuff for maths for this week because I am in charge of maths planning, so I need to print off all the resources for that too. So that is my plan this morning. Yeah, see you in a bit. Right guys, it's like 8:30 and I'm just marking my literacy books now, and I'm having such a nice little proud teacher moment, so I thought I'd just check in and explain. So I have children in my class who used to be in EAL, so that how my school run is when children come to the school, if they don't speak English, they will go to EAL first, and there's 2 levels of EAL, and then they come into mainstream class. And I have 2 girls who were in EAL. They were new to the school, I think 2 years ago, had learned English, had then got better at writing, enjoyed the next level of EAL, and then came to mainstream class. So these 2 girls started mainstream class with me this year, and at the beginning of the year they really kind of were a little bit lost, because I was trying to teach to a year 6 standard, and it can be difficult, and I know it can be difficult because it's just difficult, it's difficult for them because I'm trying to stretch the higher ability children. I'm trying to push all of the class up, and they are kind of going along with it, but also trying to go over those fundamental skills that they've only just really learned. But anyway, they had a really good first term because they worked really hard. They were getting as much out of everything as possible, and I marked their work, I marked their assessment before Christmas, and I was like, oh, do you know what, they're doing really well, bless them. And then this week back, I don't know why, I think I just expected, in my last school, the children had time off, and then I felt like they came back and had forgotten everything. And last week we did a William Shakespeare obituary for the start of our biography topic, and they enjoyed the first few lessons because it was researching William Shakespeare and looking at his plays and stuff like that. And then on the last lesson they had to write his obituary, and they had a lesson and a half to plan and write it. And I'd kind of previously, when they've been doing work, I've kind of sat with them or kind of bopped in and out just to try and make sure that they're staying on it and they understand what they're doing. Whereas this time, because I've got newer children in the class that have just come from EAL, I was kind of more with them and kind of bopping around the whole class and gave them a bit more space, and I was a little bit kind of, oh, I wonder how they'll do without me type thing. And they've done really well. They've got so many great writing tools that we talk about that we should be using in year 6, and I think I'm not going to talk about them because I feel unless you teach year 6 or year 5 literacy in a British international school or British school, you probably won't have a clue what I'm talking about when I talk about front adverbials and relative clauses. But they have all those types of things that they should be including, and all the things that we spent the whole of last term talking about, they've got in there. And it's so nice to see not only have they made such like leaps of progress, but they've also remembered and retained that over the holidays, which I know it sounds ridiculous, but like for a teacher to spend a whole term on something and then the children to really get it and are using it independently is fantastic. Like, it just makes me happy. Anyway, I've marked 2 books. Oh, hi guys. So it is now lunchtime. I had a really productive first 2 hours of the day, got all my literacy books marked, so feeling very happy with myself. Got loads of like emails and admin type stuff done. You know, I have like applying to parents and stuff. It's parents' evening tomorrow, so that's really helpful. Yeah, then I have maths. Kids were great as always. Then I had a free period and I had a meeting in that period, so we all the year 6 teachers come together and meet. Now it is lunchtime. I'm going to sit and have my lunch. I actually tried this yesterday in 7-Eleven. I think I've got to film it in my last weekly vlog. But in 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven's great here in the sense of like they have really good little bits of food that you can pick up. Like they have like little toasties that are really nice. They have like microwave food that's actually pretty nice. Don't know how good it is, but how good it is for you, but it does taste good. Anyway, they also have had like little pots of fruit and stuff like that before, and I always get this yogurt, which is like a Greek yogurt with like granola in the top, and then you just empty it in. I always get that for like with my lunch or for breakfast and stuff. Like yesterday I saw this for the first time, and it's like a Caesar salad, like an actual Caesar salad, which I know sounds ridiculous because if you live anywhere that's not Thailand, if you live anywhere in the West, like every shop you go into, I'm sure you can get a decent Caesar salad. But I had this yesterday. It was really good, and it's quite difficult to find a decent packaged Caesar salad in Thailand. I know that sounds ridiculous. You can make them, obviously I can make them myself, but it's just convenience and all. So I'm going to have this for my lunch. The chicken is like a pesto chicken as well, which is really nice. So I'm going to sit and have this, have my yogurt, watch a little bit of YouTube probably, and then I need to just like print off a few bits and bobs for tomorrow. Then after lunch we have art, so the children are just learning how to sketch. Like we're doing portraits this term as part of our biography topic, so they're going to learn how to sketch a face. And apparently there's like a big YouTube video that we follow, so I'm just going to use that. So that should be pretty low key, and then yeah, that's my day, that's my plan. Well, good morning guys. It is Tuesday. I am not looking great today, I've just realised. So it's so warm. I don't know, I'm feeling a bit funny today. I don't know, I think I'm just a bit tired. I'm not. So I actually had a really good night last night. Me and Hannah did very little. It was so nice. I came home, we just relaxed, had a really early dinner, chilled out, like watched some TV. We even had like a mid-afternoon nap because I was so tired. So like at 6 I had an hour nap, well, about half an hour nap. And then I just couldn't stay awake. And then yeah, I just had a really chilled out evening, so it was really, really nice. And I feel much better for it today. I don't know, yesterday I just went home and I felt a bit like overwhelmed, I don't know. But yeah, today I think because it's such a long day, I feel a bit like, whew. but it's parents consultations today, so, and the day at school isn't that bad. Like I have literacy, maths, a free period, reading, and a free period. Reading, for reading, we're reading a book. We're reading Boy by Roald Dahl, and it is just like a class reading lesson, so it's actually quite a chilled out lesson. Literacy, they're starting to research something for their biographies, and maths will be looking at area of shape, so it's quite a chilled out day. I just feel a bit like, meh, I don't know. I feel funny. But anyway, because it's a long day, I made sure I was prepared today. I went to 7-Eleven and picked up a toastie for breakfast. It has spinach in it, therefore it's okay. Yeah, no, I got myself a toastie, got myself a banana, and you know, a few, like an actual proper lunch for once, so that I actually wasn't hungry later on today. But I also actually, I'll show you these. I bought a few stuff in from home that I've been meaning to bring in from home. So I bought in this. Ooh. I bought in this, which is like a calendar and a diary, and one of my kids got me this for Christmas, and I haven't put it up yet and I haven't used it yet, so I figured I'd bring that in and pop it on my wall behind me to get a little bit more organised. But also I just think it's nice for her because she bought it for me, so I think it'd be nice for her to see that I'm using it, because I think that's really important. I also picked up these. What is the camera doing? I also picked up these. These are like lights. I picked them up from Chat Market when I went in the holidays, and they're like these little fairy flowery lights. So I think I'm going to put them around my board or something like that. I'm not sure, but I'm going to put them up. And then one of my kids for Christmas also got me this really lovely scarf, and I'm not going to I probably won't wear it out, but I thought it might be quite nice. Sometimes when we do events at school, the aircon's really high and it gets quite chilly, so I thought it'd be quite nice to just kind of have around me. Yeah, I thought that would be quite a nice thing. And then also again, he can see that I'm using it as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna put my flowers up, gonna have a breakfast. See you in a bit. Guys, so it's now 1:30. They've got away with me and I forgot to film anything. Yeah, so it's 1:30. I had a really busy morning this morning, had some good lessons, had a free period, got quite a bit done, which is great, and then had lunch. And actually in lunch I had a group I had a maths revision group, and I also popped up to the dance studio to chat to the dance teacher because we're going to be working together more this term, which I'm super excited about. But yeah, really good kind of day. But it has got to 1:30 and I feel like it's got here really quickly. I've just kind of had my lunch because I didn't have time to have it at lunch. So I've had my lunch, I've got 45 minutes before the kids come back from languages, and then my parents' evening starts at 2:30 and it goes all the way through until I think my last appointment's at 5:10. I have a little break in there, a 10-minute break, but probably not really because I think the parents just be coming in and out. So it's a bit of full-on. It's like a 2.5 hour session, which is a little bit full-on. But yeah, I think I'm a little bit we'll just see. Hopefully it'll be fine. I'm sure it will be. So I'm just going to I feel like I should do loads of work, but I think I'm just going to chill out for the next 45 minutes. Just check some emails, catch up with a few bits and bobs, and not worry about doing too much work, just because I feel like it's a bit of a long day. I'm going to have 2.5 hours of parents soon, so I'm going to use this time for my own wellness and mental health of just taking a moment to chill. Yeah, that's my plan. See you in a bit. Oh, hi guys. So it is Thursday. So it's Thursday morning. It's literally just turned 7 o'clock. I didn't really feel much yesterday. I always find Wednesdays a bit of a funny day because I have a full day of lessons. So I come in, and I also had a parent meeting in the morning, so I didn't get a chance to kind of sit and say hello. But today's a Thursday. I have another bit of a busy day, so we have literacy and maths, and what else do we have today? Oh, we have art actually. So art's always quite a nice lesson. So they're doing their portraits. So we've got literally art, maths, ICT, reading, and then they have a free period. Then I have a free period because they have languages, but I actually have a planning meeting in that free period. So it's a not as bad day as Wednesday, but it's still pretty hectic. But yeah, I'm going to kind of just get on my aims. I haven't really got any aims this week in the sense of my literacy and maths books are all marked, so I'm going to wait until book week, like book look week, till I just double check them all just before. But apart from that, like there's not loads I have to kind of really worry about. I'm planning maths this week and that's all kind of there and sorted, so I'm just going to check everything's finalised now for today, because I haven't looked at it since before the holiday, to be honest, because I planned it then, and then I might start having to think about the planning for not next week but the week after. But yeah, that's my kind of rough plan for today. Again, like haven't got loads to do, which is great. I'm feeling a lot better today. I think I mentioned on Monday and Tuesday about how tired I was, and I think like going back to school after having 3 weeks off school is really, like, I forgot how tiring it was. And like Monday and Tuesday this week, both days I was going home and chatting to Callum and then just like wanting to have a nap, and I did have a nap on Monday, I will say, but like just needing to sleep. And Wednesday was a lot better. Like yesterday I felt much better, and I was able to go home and I solidly did 2 hours of blog work, which is great. And that's like the biggest problem I have, is that I love our blog and I love doing blog work, but when I come home from work, it can be quite difficult to then like have the energy to keep going and keep doing it. And anyone who is a blogger knows, like, blogging is all about consistency, it's all about keep on going, and which is why like part of my YouTube channel is so inconsistent as well though, because when I am working I find it so difficult to fit, not like I don't find it too difficult to film, like because I do my weekly vlogs, but apart from my weekly vlogs I find it difficult to film anything else, but also I find it difficult to keep editing and keep uploading, just because it's finding the time. And I know everyone's like, well, you can find an hour or two somewhere, but I always feel like when I have an hour or two spare, I feel like I should be doing blog work, because that's that's our baby type thing. Hi guys, so it is Saturday. Have had a very productive day, I must say. It was quite nice actually. On Friday I came home and we had like a bit of a blitz of the apartment, did a big clean up, organised bits and bobs. I sorted out my walk-in wardrobe because it was just getting annoying and there was loads of random stuff in there from Christmas, so managed to clear that out, sort that all out. And then today, yeah, got up early. We've been looking at ways to streamline. I think I mentioned it in my last weekly vlog, but we've been looking at ways to streamline our work. So today we were looking at different types of schedulers for social media. We found one. We have like going to play around with it. Callum has just been looking at different types of formats that we can use for Instagram. And yeah, and I managed to get a new blog post up for that Bangkok life, which is great. And do lots of admin-y bits that I've been meaning to do. Edited my weekly vlog from last week because, you know, for some reason I haven't been editing it this week, and then every time I've gone to save it on my computer, it's just decided to just stop. So I managed to get that done, and it is uploading to YouTube now. And then, yeah, it is the evening time. I am making some quesadillas for us. I'm actually just going to use, we have like a taco mix, you know, like the old El Paso taco mix. We just bought like a sachet of that from Villa Market, and I'm going to mix it with a bit of barbecue and make a quesadilla with chicken and pepper and onion and a bit of garlic in there. And yeah, that's my plan. We're going to eat that, watch some Love Island, of course. Oh yeah, I don't think I've mentioned Love Island in my weekly vlogs. Callum is rolling his eyes in the background. I love Love Island, and it's back. Happy days. I am one episode off because it comes out obviously at 9 o'clock in England, so I have to watch it the next day, so I'm like one episode behind every time, but it's okay, I can deal with that, it's okay. So we're going to watch that this evening, have our dinner, chill out, and the football is on at like midnight, so we will still be up late watching that, and then tomorrow we're going to get up, watch the McGregor fight, and do a bit more work and just chill out. We might pop out for lunch, not sure, just see how we feel really. So yeah, that's my day. See you in a bit.